And then walk your feet, hands back to your feet. And now is the time to place your yoga towel on your mat. It can help you with your jump throughs. And just a nicer surface than the sticky mat for sitting. You'll want to bring blocks along on either side. And maybe a towel, a strap, and other props. If you need water, I would bring it close to where you can reach. So from downward facing dog, we're going to enter the seated portion of our series. Jump through, land on your seat with your legs in front of you. For Dandasana, staff pose, place your hands outside your hips. Inhale, push yourself taller, activate your feet, and then exhale, tuck your chin down to meet your chest. 1, gaze at your toes. 2, maybe even lift your heels. 3, roll off your tailbone. 4, lift your belly. And 5, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, release. Now reach forward and grab your big toes with your peace fingers, Paschimottanasana. If you find trouble reaching forward, you can always wrap a strap or a towel around your feet. Or even bend your knees if needed. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, fold in, gaze forward. 1, roll off your tailbone. 2, draw your shoulders away from your ears. 3, bending at your elbows. 4, activate your feet. And 5, inhale, lift, exhale, release. Now bring your hands over top of your feet for a little deeper grip. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, fold over, and bring your chest forward. 1, gaze forward. 2, lift your belly. 3, Paschimottanasana. 4, roll off your tailbone. And 5, inhale, lift, look up, exhale, release. Now take a deeper grip, wrap around the outsides of your feet, or if you have a reverse spine in your practice, palms face away, and wrap. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold, gaze at your toes. 1, lift your belly. 2, drop your shoulders. 3, lift your chest. 4, lift your belly a little more. And 5, inhale, lift, exhale, release. Purvottanasana is reverse plank. You can come up in this position. If you need to modify, bend your knees, plant your feet, and just come up into a little tabletop. I will show you the plank. You can try tabletop if you like. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, head falls back. 1, press your hips higher. 2, press deeply with your hands. 3, big toes drive to the earth. 4, squeeze your glutes. And 5, release. Now cross your ankles. Take your blocks for a little support and take a little bump up. Just push yourself off the earth and then roll over your knees and take a vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale back. I like to jump through with my hands on blocks. Inhale, bend and look. Exhale, coming through, have a seat. Our next pose is Ardha Baddha Padma, Paschimottanasana. Bend your right knee, and if you have knee issues or hip issues, you can place your foot on the earth or bring a figure 4 just above your knee, gently stretching. If you have good knees and hips, bring that right foot to your high upper left hip crease and gently work it in. Reach around with your right hand to grab your right big toe. Again, if you need to use a strap or a towel, wrap it around your foot to increase your length of grip. Turn, get a little stretch here, and then inhale, square off to the front, and exhale, fold over. 1, gaze forward. 2, drop your right shoulder. 3, drop your right knee. 4, roll off your tailbone. And 5, inhale, lift, exhale, release. Normally we would go right into another vinyasa here. I'm going to go right to the left side, bending left knee, either putting it on the earth or a figure 4. You can reach here. If you have good knees and hips, bring that left foot all the way up to your high upper right hip crease. Gently work it in. And once again, if you want to wrap a strap around and bind that way, if you need it, you can make your strap as long as you like. Or binding left hand to left foot, turning, inhale, square off, and exhale, fold in. Grab the outside of your right foot, gaze forward. 1, lift your belly. 2, bring your left knee down. 3, drop your left shoulder. 4, roll off your tailbone. And 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Gently coming out. You might need to shake that one off a little bit. And now take your blocks, cross and lift. Roll over your knees and take your vinyasa. Stepping back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Once again, I like to come through with my blocks to a very decreased momentum seated position. Inhale, bend and look. And in this position, I'm going to bring my right knee bent and my left knee forward for Triangle Kapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, bend and look. And exhale, coming through. If you don't want to bother with all of that jump through stuff, just bring your right knee back. Now here, if you would like to place a block under your left hip, that way you can get your right hip down if you need that much support. I personally like a towel to support my left hip and keep my hips even. Inhale, lift, toes point back, and exhale, walk it out, maybe grabbing your left foot. 1, look at your toe. 2, reverse your bind if you have it. 3, if that's not in your practice, be careful. 4, bend your elbows. And 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. I'm going to come straight into the other side, bending my left knee back. And here, again, block under your hip or a yoga towel. Inhale, lift, square off. And then exhale, fold over, maybe binding your foot. Look at your toe. 1, drop your shoulders. 2, lift your chest down your thigh. 3, lift your belly. 4, and 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Gently coming out. Moving your props if you had any. Cross your ankles. Take a little bump up. Roll over your knees. Take your vinyasa. Normally, traditional Ashtanga, we do vinyasas between each side and between each pose. I'm just going to go right and left straight into each other. And then vinyasas in between. Push up, dog, down dog. That's your vinyasa. Jump step, walk your feet through, land on your seat with your legs in front of you for Janusirsasana. Seated tree. Bend your right knee. And here, if you need a little support under your knee, place a block. Bring your right foot to your left inner groin. If this is not deep enough for you when you reach forward, you're welcome to go into Janusirsasana B position, sitting your sitting bone on your heel bone. Inhale, lift and square off. Exhale, gently walk your hands out, testing your hamstring. Be careful. If that's too much, just come back to a position and fold over, grabbing your left foot. 1, you can always use your strap here. 2, breathe. 3, or reverse your bind. 4, lift your belly. And 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And switch sides. Left foot comes in. Again, if you need to support your knee with a block, you can do that. Bring your left foot as high up your inner groin as you can. Just moving any props out of the way. Inhale, square off to the front. And exhale, walk your hands out and forward fold. 1, look at your toe. 2, option is to bring that sitting bone onto the heel bone. 3, go to where you can. 4, make sure you can exhale. And 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Gently coming off. Find your blocks. Cross and lift. Roll over your knees. Take your vinyasa. From plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Next in our series is Mrityasana letter A. Inhale, bend and look. Exhale. Coming through. Bend your right knee. And reach forward. Really pulling on that foot. And then wrap your arm around your leg again. You can use a strap if you can't quite reach. And maybe bind. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, forward fold, gaze at your toe. 1, press with arm strength. 2, so you can push yourself forward. 3, lift your belly. 4, drop your shoulders. And 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Switching sides, bending your left knee. Reaching through, pulling on that right foot. Get a little stretch. Wrap your arm around your leg. Maybe use your strap if needed. Hold yourself tall and bind. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, gaze at your toe. 1, 2, feel your exhales. 3, lift your belly. 4, drop your shoulders. And 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Cross your ankles, take a little bump up, roll over your knees and take your vinyasa. If all these vinyasas and lifts are hard on your wrists, you can also practice your little boat in between instead of the lift. It'll take pressure off your upper extremities. Or follow me into vinyasa. Jump step, walk your feet through, land on your seat with your legs in front of you. For Vinyasa, letter B. Bring your left foot up and across. If you need to modify, you're going to put your foot on the ground. If you don't mind twisting your knee and your hip, left foot comes across to the right hip crease. And then bend your right knee. And now the pose is the same as the last one. We just have a bent left leg. So now reach, reach. Wrap your arm around your leg. Hold yourself tall and bind. Using your strap if you need to. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, surrender your hip. 3, bind your arms. 4, lift your belly. And 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Gently coming out. Again, whenever I twist, I like to shake it out. Right foot comes into your groin if you're modifying in this position. Or if you can bring your right foot up and across, practice there to your left hip crease. Get a little stretch. And then bend your left knee. And turn your weight onto the outside edge of that right thigh. Reach, reach, reach. And a nice stretch in your back. And then wrap. Hold yourself tall and bind. You might have to use a strap here. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, fold. 1, surrender your hip. 2, drop your shoulders. 3, breathe. 4, find that Ujjayi breath. And 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Slowly coming out. Be gentle with your knees. Shake it out if you need to. Cross your ankles. Take a little bump up. Or once again, you could take boat instead. And then you can just wait or roll over your knees and take your vinyasa. Push up, up dog, down dog. Again, I'm going to jump through with my blocks. Inhale, bend and look. Exhale, coming through. I'm going to show you a twist now, seated. Vinyasa C. Bend your right knee. Place your right hand behind you. If you feel like you're falling backwards, you might need to use your block to grow taller. And then cut your left elbow way outside your knee. Really twist here. 90-degree angle with the arm. Turn and look to the right. If you want to go further, rotate your arm down. Wrap it around your ankle. Across your thigh. Hold yourself tall and bind. 1, look where you want to go. 2, grow taller. 3, activate that left foot. 4, lift your heart. And 5, release. Other side. Bend your left knee. Place your left hand behind you. Bring that knee across so you can cut your elbow way outside. Really twist. And then look where you want to go. Or if you want to rotate your arm down and around your ankle, across your thigh. Hold yourself tall and bind. 1, look to the left. 2, activate that right foot. 3, pull yourself taller. 4, twist a little deeper. And 5, release. Now cross your ankles. Take a little bump up. Roll over your knees and take a vinyasa. Getting ready for boat pose. Navasana. Inhale, bend and look. And exhale. Coming through. Finding a comfortable seat. Now bring your blocks nearby so you can use them to lift in between. We have 5 sets of boat for 5 breaths each. 1, you can hold your legs if you need to. 2, 3, lift your chest. 4, reach. And 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, second set. 1, point your toes. 2, chest and thighs come closer. 3, find your exhales. 4, reach. And 5, inhale. Exhale, third set. 1, point your toes. 2, drop your shoulders. 3, lift your heart. 4, hold on if you need to. And 5, inhale. Exhale, fourth set. 1, yes you can. 2, reach. 3, lift. 4 and 5, inhale. Last set, make it your best. 1, straighten if you can. 2, reach. 3, look at your toes. 4, lift. And 5. Inhale. Exhale. Roll over your knees and lay on your belly. And take a little cobra, little sphinx pose. Breathe. Just stretching the front of the body, maybe even looking up. If you have a bad back, you can also put your forehead down and just rock your legs side to side. Just loosening any tension. And then coming back to Sphinx pose, I'm going to take Ardha Vikasana. So quad stretch, point your right elbow to the sky as you stretch through that right quad. Push up and out of your left shoulder. If you want a little deeper finish, activate your right glute. That should make the stretch in the quad deeper. Breathe. And then switch sides. Left foot comes back. Left elbow points to the sky. Push out of your right shoulder. Maybe activate your left glute, stretching your left quad more. Breathe. And again, if you'd like to just lay flat, if you have back issues, that would be safer. If you have no problem back bending, you can come to a cobra. Just make sure you're pushing up and out of your shoulders instead of sinking. Push, and then look to the left and squeeze your right glute. That should open up that right hip flexor. Look to the right and squeeze your left glute. That should open the left hip flexor. And then come back to center and down dog. And from downward facing dog, you're going to jump, step, or walk your feet through. And lie on your seat for Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Bring your feet together. Knees fall out. Pull your legs in as deeply as you can. And then just walk yourself off the fleshy part of your bottom onto your sitting bones. Inhale, lift, and then exhale. A position, bringing your chest out and over your feet. 1, stretch your throat. 2, elbows stay tight to your body. 3, activate those knees toward the earth. 4, lift your belly. And 5, inhale up, B position. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tail, forehead to toes. 1, elbows stay tight. 2, drive your knees to the earth with leg strength. 3, look to your belly or close your eyes. 4 and 5. Inhale up. Exhale, release. We're going to go to Upavishta Konasana. Normally you would turn to your right. I'm going to turn towards you, as you can see. Bring a block or 2. And maybe a towel. And here we're just going to roll gently forward in our hips. Maybe bringing your weight to your forearms, trying to open from sitting bone to sitting bone and from pubic bone to tailbone. Inner thighs, adductors. This is less of a hamstring and lower back stretch and more of an adductor pelvic floor stretch. If you feel comfortable bringing your arms down to the earth and bringing your forehead to your blocks, you can go there. I'd like you to go slow with this one. Or maybe even come a little further, dropping to 1 block. Just take a moment to breathe here and see how that feels. If you feel good, then you can go further, maybe even walking all the way down, activating your quads and gripping the outsides of your feet. Stretch your chin. 1, 2, breathe. 3, grow taller. 4 and 5. Inhale all the way up. Move your props. Then just scoot your legs in. Come off the edge of your mat onto your sitting bones and take an upright, happy baby. So just balancing on your sitting bones. If you can straighten one leg, great. If not, you can stay bent. Or maybe both. Lift your chest, look up. 1, drop your shoulders. 2, bend your elbows. 3, point your toes. 4, roll onto your sitting bones. And 5, release. Cross your ankles, take a little bump up, and then take your vinyasa. From downward facing dog, once again jumping through to a seat. You can always skip these vinyasas if you have injuries or you just can't do them. They do become tiring. And landing on your seat, we're going to lay down on our back and just pull your knees into your chest, rock side to side. The next pose I'm going to show you is called Supta Konasana. This is a wide-legged plow. You can start here modified with a happy baby, bent knees or straight. If you have a ponytail holder, just pull it down so your head can remain straight facing up, rock side to side. You're welcome to remain here or bring your legs up and over your head and breathe. 1, you can support your lower back with your hands. 2, push with strong shoulders. 3, 4, push out of your throat. And 5, inhale, fill your chest. Exhale, rock and roll up. Balance. And then exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And then lay back down on your back. And we'll take Supta Padangusthasana. Bend your right knee, grab your right big toe. You could use your strap around your foot if you prefer. Left hand is on your thigh. Point your left toe to the front. Inhale, fill your chest. And then exhale, lift up and pull your leg in. 1, drive that left leg down. 2, pull your leg toward you. 3, breathe and lift. 4, drop your right shoulder. And 5, inhale, lower torso. Exhale, lower your leg to the right. And gaze left, dropping both shoulders and hips onto the earth. 1, use your left hand to hold that leg down. 2, feel your chest open and your shoulders drop. 3, lift through your belly. 4, open through the inner thighs. And 5, inhale, leg back center. Exhale, fold and lift, 1 breath. Inhale, lower torso. And exhale, lower leg. Right hand to right thigh. Lift your left leg up. You can keep your knee bent if you need to or use a strap. Inhale, fill your chest, point your right toe forward. And exhale, lift. 1, pull your leg in. 2, drive that right leg down. 3, bend your left elbow. 4, drop your left shoulder. And 5, inhale, lower torso. Exhale, lower leg to the left. And gaze to the right. Try to get both shoulders and hips on the earth like you're between 2 panes of glass. Gaze to the edge of your mat. 1, 2, pop your chest. 3, drop your shoulders. 4, open through the inner thighs. And 5, inhale, leg back up. Exhale, fold 1 breath. Inhale, lower torso. And exhale, lower your leg. Pull your knees in again and just rock. We're going to move to our back bends now. If you needed a vinyasa in between, you could take it. I'm going to offer you a bridge and a wheel so you can see the options. If you just have a bridge, make sure your neck is flat and you're tucking your chin. Lift your hips up, walk your shoulders underneath you, tuck your chin actively and press with strong arms. 1, parallel your feet. 2, lift your hips higher. 3, push with your arms. 4, reach your hips. And 5, tap your hips and come back up. If you're staying with bridge, stay right here. If you would like to try a wheel and you're learning, flip your palms up by your shoulders, fingertips are facing your shoulders, and come to the top back of your head. Strong back neck here is how you learn. If you're strong enough, push all the way up. 1, Urdhva Dhanurasana. 2, full wheel. 3, push. 4, lift. And 5, tap head or hips, come back up. 1, last set. 2, push. 3, lift. 4, and 5. Lower down. Work through your ankle or your wrists circling out. Resting for a moment, recovering from that back bend. Sometimes back bends bring up anxiety, which is normal. Pull your knees into your chest. You're stretching your fight or flight superhighway on the front of your spine. your sympathetic chain ganglia that can cause anxiety. It does get better with practice. Inhale, fill your chest. Exhale, rock and roll up. Extend your legs long and just ragdoll forward. Paschimottanasana, intense forward fold. Let your legs fall out. Let your upper body ragdoll over your legs. Let your belly hang. Let your head fall last. Practice letting go. The only thing moving you, the only muscular effort is in the breath. And let your head drop. Let your torso melt. Let the earth hold you up. Breathe. Take one more breath here. Inhale, slowly coming up, and then exhale, lay down on your back. We're going to take a supported shoulder stand. So bring a block along, you can stay here. Lift your hips up and place the block underneath your sacrum or your hips. Point your toes and then bring your palms facing up and begin to fire up that Ujjayi breath again. This Ujjayi breath is diaphragmatic breathing. It creates a vacuum suctioning fluid from the limbs back to the center body for elimination. Using gravity to assist. A couple more breaths here. Gazes at the toes. Taking one more breath. You're welcome to remain here enjoying this. We'll come to a full shoulder stand, Salamba Sarvangasana. Supporting your back, tucking your chin. 1, look at your toes. 2, push your toes to the sky. 3, lift your hips. 4 and 5, Halasana plow. Bring your legs over, point your toes, bind your hands, drive them down. 1, push. 2, 3, straight legs. 4 and 5, Karnapidasana, knee to ear pressure, squeeze your knees to your head. 1, 2, if that's too much, just come back up. 3, 4, and 5. Urdhva Padmasana, upside down lotus, crisscross applesauce, half lotus or full. 1, imagine sitting upside down. 2, support your back. 3, or press your knees. 4 and 5. Pindasana, embryo pose. Curl up in a ball. You can also let your back come down and just crisscross your ankles and bind them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lowering out. If you have a crisscross, keep it. If not, extend your legs long in front of you and zip them up like a mermaid's tail. If you can let your neck go back, push to the top back of your head. You can support with hands or grab your feet. 1, pop your chest. 2, Matsyasana. 3, fish. 4, open through your throat. And 5, Uttana Padasana, flying fish. Extend legs and arms. You can let your neck go flat on the earth if you need to. 1, push your hands and legs away. 2, straighten your legs. 3, push with a strong back neck. 4, reach. And 5, lower. Coming up, let's take supported fish. I like to have a block under my head and a block behind my back. I also like a soft pillow. If you only have one block, you can just turn it to the side. Put the block wherever it feels good on your back, and then find the second block supporting your head. Play with arm position out to the sides, overhead for a deeper finish, or maybe just down by your sides. Now begin to fire up that breath again. Melting into the blocks, letting the floor hold you up. You just close down the front of the body, now opening it up and closing down the back. Should feel good in your back. Supporting your lungs, your breath. Supported fish. Let your legs melt. You're welcome to stay here and enjoy this or follow along for Sirsasana, headstand. And your headstand might just be a child's pose for today if that's not in your practice. So coming up, rolling over your knees, and leaving in cat-cow position. Come down on your knees if you were in down dog. And then just bringing yourself into child's pose first, if that's all you're going to do today. If you would like to try headstand, basket your hands, interweaving your fingers, and then tuck your chin to your chest. Top of the head comes to the earth, and that might be all you do today. If you want to curl your toes under, strengthen through your arms and lift your hips. That is just as much a headstand as what I'm about to do. Or walk your feet in and begin to drift off the earth. 1, 2, 5 breaths here. 3, 4, drishti is the edge of your mat. And 5, if you have a pike in your headstand, take it now. 1, or just remain in headstand. 2, point your toes. 3, push. 4, lift. And 5, come back up to headstand. And exhale, lower with control. And now take child's pose with your arms down by your sides. If you are already in child's pose, bring your arms down, rocking side to side. I will also be doing a headstand workshop in one of the videos coming soon. Never pushing beyond where you are in your practice. Be safe. And slowly coming up, take a vinyasa, push up dog, down dog. Once again, jumping through. If you need your blocks like I do, just being careful with my fingers. Inhale, bend and look, and then exhale, coming through. Bring your blocks with you. And also a towel if you have it. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. Crisscross applesauce, half lotus, one leg up, or full lotus, both legs up. For Baddha Padmasana, bound lotus, we're in our last 3 finishing postures. Bind your elbows behind your back. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, fold over. Forehead comes to the earth. 1, close your eyes. 2, 10 breaths here. 3, feel the earth coming to meet you. 4, breathe. 5, circulate your breath. 6, your belly is active. 7, tuck your chin. 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release your breath in your arms. Padmasana. Lotus pose, backs of the hands are on the knees. Take Kali Mudra with your fingers. Index fingers and thumbs touch. Other 3 fingers stretch long for focus. And then inhale, pull yourself taller. And exhale, bring your chin down to meet your chest as your chest lifts. 1, drop your shoulders. 2, lift your belly. 3, grow taller. 4, feel your sitting bones on the earth. 5, breathe. 6, 7, circulate the breath. 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release breath and arms. Now I like to use my blocks here, or you can just push off the ground for Tolasana scale. We're going to lift up for 5 breaths. 1, push. 2, lift. 3, breathe. 4, strong arms. And 5, release. Take your vinyasa. Jump step, walk through, land on your seat. And then lay down on your back. And just circling out through the hips here. one way, the other way. And then slowly begin to melt into your Shavasana, dropping your shoulders down on the earth, palms are facing the sky, arms and legs fall open. Close your eyes. Allow any remaining tension to leave your body. Reduce the urge to fidget and find internal composure. Allow your breathing to become natural and organic. Allow your lower jaw to melt away from your upper jaw, and any tension in your facial muscles to let go. Let your tongue relax. Take rest. You're completely safe. Shavasana. You're welcome to pause the video and stay another 5 minutes in Shavasana if you're enjoying the rest. If not, begin to wiggle fingers and toes, stretch arms overhead, slowly coming out of your Shavasana. Deep breath in, let it out. Pulling one knee in, the other. Maybe take a happy baby, reaching through the inner thighs for the soles of the feet or toes, and just rocking side to side. Massage your back on the floor. And then slowly rolling to your right side. If you have a block, make a pillow. And hold your fetal pose for a moment with your eyes closed. Just integrating your practice. Allowing your body to wake up slowly. And then when you're ready, coming to a comfortable seat. Crisscross applesauce, half lotus fold. Bring a prayer to your center chest. Close your eyes, grow taller, tuck your chin. 2 cleansing breaths with mouth open on exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Please join me again. I'm Carrie Taylor. Thank you for joining today.